want artists to start understanding that, like, just like over compressing or over limiting a track takes the life out of a track, over pitch correcting and over roboticizing everything takes the life and the emotionality and the feeling out of a track. This is a perfect example of when that's happening. I think the person he wrote this song with, EMME, whoever he wrote this song with, the songwriting really lands here. I think it's one of the more truly vulnerable sections of the album. It's a little bit more meaningful, a little bit more catchy, and it's got something to connect to. And it's the real thing that I feel like he always wants to hint at, and it was finally allowed to come through in this track. And that being said, again, it had a lot to do with the songwriting, but the pitch corrector just kind of really takes you out of it, in my opinion. Production and sound overall, man, it's polished, it's layered, sometimes over too much, sometimes it's over processed. Atmosphere and things like Indigo, but elsewhere the pitch correction just feels sort of suffocating. It's too much. It's too much. You know what I mean? I can't connect with that. You might as well had paid AI to come sing it. I feel like in this case, MGK's rebellion and his anti-establishment message arrives prepackaged for mainstream consumption. What do I mean by that? Well, it's this message of, like, I don't know, fetishizing and glorifying drugs, kind of trying to present himself as alternative, existing outside the norms and outside the realms. However, it comes across in this very sort of safe, hyper-polished, and overproduced package. So again, it's a contradiction. And that's the thing that I struggle with when it comes to this artist, the contradiction. It's like Calvin said, being provocative doesn't necessarily mean that there's something significant within that provocation. So now what do we do with it? Do we enjoy it purely for what it is sonically? Sometimes. Do we use this album as one of the greatest albums? Does he speak to a generation? Is he the voice of a generation? I hope not. There's really nothing being said throughout this album. I think that's my biggest problem with it, is that it's a lot of pomp and circumstance. It's presented in such a way as if, like, oh, I'm so anti-establishment. I'm so speaking to the youth and our angst. He's not speaking to anything. He's not speaking to anything. It reminds me of, like, when I was in high school, there were, like, those group of kids, y'all might remember, where they would try so hard to act like they didn't care. Like, you clearly care so much about looking as if you don't care. You're a walking contradiction. And it might have worked when we were all 14, 15, 16, but it doesn't work anymore. And so that also makes me question, who is his target audience and what is it that he's trying to communicate?